Welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is my real face. I was shy, but thank God, God has given me the spirit of boldness. He has given me the spirit of sound mind. So here I am. Please like, share, subscribe. Now, we'll be talking about something today. I know the Bible is not new to all of us. It's not new. The stories that have been going on, different messages from good people with Rema, great men of God, great women of God, great sons and daughters of God. This is just my own take in the whole millions and millions and millions of Remas and all. So, I'll be talking about when God asks a question. I'll be analyzing 3 Bible characters. Now, when God asks a question, He already knows what you're doing, what you've done, and He knows where you are at every point in time. Psalm 139 verse 1 to 13 talks about how God knows our going out, our coming in, our standing, our sitting, how our parents came together and formed us. That wherever you go, even if you hide inside the mountains, you go under the sea, no matter where you are, in fact, even in thick darkness, He can see you. So nothing is hid from His sight. He hears everything, He sees everything, He knows everything. He cannot be taken by surprise. Okay, so now we'll be analyzing 3 Bible characters, like I said. The number 1 person is Adam. And the reason why I said we'll be analyzing the characters, we'll also analyze their reactions to the question God asked them. Now, for Adam, in Genesis chapter 3, if you read from verse 1 to, I think to verse 10, thereabout, you will see where after Eve ate the fruit, she was beguiled by the serpent, she ate the fruit, she gave to her husband. Of course, the two shall become one. So they became one. In sinning too, you get it. So she gave to Adam, he ate. And definitely in that kind of atmosphere, in that kind of environment where everything is pure, no disobedience, no sin, nothing, you committing an offense already pollutes the atmosphere. It already gives a kind of aroma that is pungent to the nostrils, to perceive. And then God already knows these people have messed up. And then He came in, just like He usually does, to have a good time with His creation. And He said, He didn't see them where they were supposed to be. And He called, He said, Adam, where are you? Now, the response Adam gave was, I heard your voice, or I heard your footsteps. And I hid because I was naked. And God asked, how did you know you were naked? Did you eat of the fruit of good and evil? And He said, yes. Ooh, the woman you gave to me beguiled me to eat. She gave me of the fruit and I ate. Now, instead of Him to say, okay, I am sorry, I shouldn't have done that. No apologies, no remorse for the sin that was committed. Because if He had apologized and asked for mercy, yeah, we all know the story that probably the way the earth is currently would not have been the way it should be. What He was supposed to just do was, I'm sorry, I did this. And God placed the curse. God asked him not because He did not know what Adam had done. He asked to give Adam an opportunity to change, to give Adam an opportunity to ask for mercy, not to push blame around like somebody that is playing football. That's Adam. Now, the second category of person we'll be talking about is Cain. If you read Genesis chapter 4, after they gave their sacrifice, him and his brother Abel, And Cain's offering was rejected. Abel's offering was acceptable. All he just needed to do is, what did this guy do? Or what did my brother do to make his offering acceptable? Do you get? So that next time when we are giving our offerings, I will do it well and God will accept it. No, he was angry, he was envious, he was bitter. His heart held so much hate that he decided to end his brother's life. After he did that, the question God asked him, he said, Cain, where is your brother Abel? Instead of Cain to reply, I'm sorry, in anger and in bitterness of heart, I killed my brother. I am sorry. Have mercy. He said, am I my brother's keeper? Very proud and very rude. Am I my brother's keeper? He said, and God said, the blood of your brother is crying out from the earth. It's crying out for vengeance. God already knew what Cain did, but he asked him. When God asks you a question, he's asking you not just to know what you're doing as at that moment. If you've done wrong when he was asking you the question, all you needed to do was, this is what I did. Accept it and then accept and then ask for mercy. You don't just say, this is what I have done, this is what I have done, and then you're waiting on him to pronounce judgment on you. Before he will pronounce judgment, start asking for mercy. The next person, the third person, and the final person we'll use on this series is King Hezekiah in 2 Kings chapter 20. If you read from verse 1, to the end thereabout, he was sick. And God told the prophet Isaiah, he said, go and meet Hezekiah. Tell him that he will die where he is. And when he met Hezekiah, Hezekiah said, okay, no problem. He turned his face to the wall. He said, I have done this, I have done that. I have done this for you, I have done that for you. And God told, before as Prophet Isaiah could move out of the court, he said, go back and tell my servant that I have healed him. And then he asked for a sign. We know the story. Now, where am I driving to? When he was well, the king of Babylon sent an emissary to pay him a visit to congratulate him on his recovery, only for him to take them round the palace, round his kingdom, showing them everything. And Isaiah came. He said, as if he didn't know, as if God has not revealed to him. He said, who are these men? Because the Israelites has a way of dressing. The foreigners have their own way of dressing. So when you see them, you already know. But Prophet Isaiah just behaved like he didn't know. He said, who are these men? And then King Hezekiah said, they came from a far place. And then the prophet asked, he said, what have they seen? He said he showed them everything in his kingdom. Everything. And then Prophet Isaiah started pronouncing judgment on King Hezekiah. Now, instead of King Hezekiah to say, I am sorry, please plead on my behalf and speak to the Lord not to hold this iniquity against me and my generation and all that. He didn't say anything. He said he's the Lord. He should do as he pleases. What effrontery. You that was dying before, that was begging for your life. Now they are pronouncing judgment because you are okay. You now know the number of years you will live. You now started bugaing. It's okay. That is how some of us behave. Instead of us to own up to our mistake, instead of us to own up to our errors, we try to prove a point. God knows what you have done. He knows what you are doing. He knows what you are going to do. All you just have to do is be humble, be meek, ask for mercy when you're supposed to ask for mercy. Stop proving a point. Stop behaving like you're the owner of your life. Let me just add one more. I just remember one more. Gehazi or Gehazi. When Naaman came to be healed in 2 Kings chapter 5, after the whole process of healing, he brought gifts to give to the prophets as a thanksgiving offering, like we all do. When you're healed or God does a miracle for you, definitely you come with a thanksgiving offering to appreciate the goodness of God upon your life. And he did that, but the prophet said, no, I don't need it. I don't need it. You go with your gift. And as he was going, Gehazi saw it. He said, this man escaped my master, but he will never escape me. Greed. He went, he collected what he wanted to collect. And then the prophet asked, Gehazi, where did you go to? He said he did not go anywhere. And then the prophet said, did my heart not go with you? And told him all the things he did. Now, when the prophet told him that my heart went with you, and see, what all he just needed to do was go on his knees and say, I am sorry, greed took over. But he did not. He just kept quiet and judgment was pronounced on him. So when God asks you, or a prophet, a genuine man of God asks you some questions, be open and ask for mercy. If you've done something wrong, especially this is for a series of those who have actually done something wrong. Ask for mercy. Don't be too proud. Don't be too big. Don't be too arrogant. And God doesn't like arrogant people. He said God resisted the proud and gives grace to the humble. Acknowledge your faults. I hope this short message or this short analysis will help some of us, especially not just in our walk with God, in our relationship with people as well. We need to learn how to be accountable, how to accept our mistakes, and then walk towards getting better. And I pray the Lord will help us and give us the grace and the strength to keep pushing, to keep persevere. In Jesus' name. Do have a nice and a wonderful day ahead.